my last day here in beautiful Miami. I'm obsessed with it here. It feels like an actual vacation. I don't know how anyone gets anything done here. So it's the morning. I have my cold brew here and I'm gonna go get an acai bowl after this, I think. Sounds good. But I'm gonna get ready with you guys and we're gonna do just a little what I've been doing on vacation makeup kind of thing. I have like 2 different things I've been doing. One of them I showed on IGTV, which I'll talk a little bit more about later on in this video, but I did a powder foundation, like glowy routine. But today I'm gonna do the other thing I've been doing, just gonna like switch it up. I'm looking out at palm trees and sun. What is this? It's like 85 degrees out. I was gonna try and film on the balcony, like that was my original plan for this video, but it is too loud and a little windy out there. So we're gonna film it in here instead. But if you enjoy this, get ready with me. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So they didn't have like a, big mirror in here, so I'm just gonna hold this guy, I guess. I actually don't think I've tried this yet. It's just a little sample of the Dr. Jart Priming Moisturizer. I do already have my SPF on. It's just a dermalogical one that I've been trying. But I do like, whoa, this is thick. The heck? It smells very herbal. It smells like the Paul Mitchell Tea Tree shampoo and conditioner. Like, exactly. So I do have on self tanner. As you can see, it's getting a little patchy because by this point, I think it's been on for about a week. I've been in Miami for a while. So it's basically on its like last legs tonight before I go to New York in the morning. I'm just gonna like scrub it all off as much as I can because it's like just barely hanging in there now. So whenever I wear self tanner on a trip, because it's gonna be fading and you're not quite sure what shade you're gonna be on what day, because it's constantly changing. I always bring a couple shades of foundation, but my favorite thing to do is just bring the Makeup Forever stick in 2 totally different shades. One's very dark that I can normally use for bronzer, and then one is like my lighter shade. So it's Y215 and R330. So it's good to just kind of have both of these so I can mix and match them. And today, since I'm pretty fair now, I feel like a lot of it has worn off maybe. I think I'm gonna use mostly this one with a little bit of the darker shade. So I'm here because my boyfriend had some work here, so we just like made a trip out of it for the first few days, but now he's flying somewhere else and then we're meeting up in New York. So I'm here by myself for last night and tonight, which has been kind of fun because I've just been like, I don't know, doing my own thing. So I'm just gonna take this dry sponge and blend it out. Hope I got a good shade match here. I think this is the Nakia Joy one. But I freaking love Miami, you guys. I don't know, I wasn't expecting to like it this much for some reason. But I think it's because it doesn't feel like you're in the US really. It feels like you're in Latin America almost, and I love it. There's so much Spanish everywhere, Cuban food, Venezuelan food, the weather, the beaches, like it just feels very, I don't know, I feel like I'm on vacation, This foundation just blends out so seamlessly. It gives coverage and it's beautiful. It's one of my favorite foundations of all time. Flight over here was a little rough. I was definitely using the heat and ice packs the whole time, but since I've been here, I've had a couple good days. So it's been really nice, like good health days, because I've been able to be out all day. Like yesterday, I went to Versailles Museum, which thank you to everyone who recommended that because it's incredible. If you're coming to Miami, you need to go there. It's basically like this old mansion right on the water, and there were tons of people taking like wedding photos and stuff there. Literally, I think there were like 15 brides. Like every time I went to the bathroom, there was a white dress coming out underneath the door. It is unreal. It feels like you're in Europe. Also, Wynwood was amazing. It kind of reminds me of like Venice in LA. Super trendy graffiti wall art everywhere on every single building. We've eaten some really good food. Went to Versailles, Cuban food, but also just some other random restaurants that I just like looked up myself and found, and they were amazing. I feel like we've eaten really good food here. I'm gonna list a few of the places down below that I recommend, and also if you guys are from Miami and have any recommendations for people, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I will say, I think Miami drivers might be more insane than LA drivers. I don't know, just putting it out there. But it's been kind of cool because almost every single Lyft driver I've had has been a woman, which is not how it is in Seattle at all. And I feel like in most cities I've been to, maybe get like one woman Lyft driver, Uber driver, but actually you never see women Uber drivers. It's always Lyft. I try and use Lyft because now with the Chase Sapphire card that I'm obsessed with, that I always talk about, if you travel you need that card. But anyways, you get free Lyft Pink, which is 15% off every single Lyft ride, but you also get 10 times points on it. So now I just use Lyft for everything, and they're just overall better company than Uber. I feel like they have way more women drivers. Using NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This has been my go-to lately. I like to let it sit under the eyes for maybe like, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute or so. So I am gonna be doing the how I save money traveling kind of video. So right now, I paid for this room. I'm not sponsored by anything in this video that I'm talking about, but if you're coming to Miami, I feel like this hotel is great. I stayed in an Airbnb for the first few days, which was also really nice. A few of you guys on Instagram were asking for the link for that, so I will link it down below, but that one had like a pool and stuff. It did have a little bit of a funky smell, I will say that, but this hotel is beautiful. It's like a block and a half from the water, and it's in a good area in South Beach. It's quiet, like it's not on the like crazy side, and the balcony is beautiful. There's a rooftop pool. Like I'm in love. Last night I just walked along the water path for like 3 miles and then got pizza and ate pizza in my bed. I'm in vacation mode, okay? And I'm just so happy that I've like had a couple days where I feel decent. It's just crazy how different it is. But anyways, but if you are also someone who kind of needs to like cancel or change plans a lot last minute, I always book all my hotels through booking.com. That's how I booked this one. And then you stack it with Rakuten, previously Ebates, and you can get cash back. So that's how I booked this place. That's how I book all my hotels. Again, not sponsored. I'm just telling you guys a little trick, like what I do to save money. And also I use that for Expedia when I book my flights. So I think I got 10% cash back around there on Expedia. And then when I booked through Booking, I think I got like 4% cash back around there. I think also if you've never used Booking, I might have a link down below where you can get maybe like $30 off or something, your first hotel, something like that. I'll link it down below along with Rakuten, but that's how I save a lot of money traveling, if you are wondering. I'm using this Laura Mercier pressed translucent powder that I've been totally in love with, and I'm using it with a dry sponge. So I filmed an IGTV video when I was at the Airbnb. A few of you were asking when I did this if it was a damp sponge. It is dry. This isn't the same sponge. I think this one is, crap, I can't remember which brand this is now. I feel like they should like imprint it on the bottom or something so you know, but I guess most people don't have like 40 different sponges, so it's not an issue. This is dry. I don't like using this powder with the brush. I find that the best way to use this is just like pressing it underneath my eyes with a dry sponge, and I'm in love. I like it, I think, even better than the Laura Mercier Loose Secret Brightening Powder. I feel like this one doesn't darken my under eyes as much, and it just makes it look so smooth. I'm gonna take the JCat Aquassurance Powder Foundation, but actually use this as bronzer. So that's another tip. If your self-tanner is kind of like wearing off and you're kind of like in between shades, use your self-tanner shade as a bronzer. It kind of just makes it look a little bit more natural, I don't know, instead of using like a bronzer as it's wearing off. So I'm just gonna use this with my normal like blush brush and just apply it on the places where I would normally bronze, and it's just gonna give like kind of a natural color to my face instead of being too intense. This video I'm pretty sure won't be going up for a couple weeks after I'm filming it, but I have another vlog going up. It's already up by the time you're seeing this, if you missed that. I'm gonna leave the center of my face without powder because I don't want to darken it too much. Okay, so IGTV, did my first one. Just want to talk about it a little bit because it's something new I'm trying. It's not in place of video. Some of you are like freaking out. I'm not going anywhere on YouTube. It's literally just if I have extra time, which normally I don't because when I'm home I'm like pre-filming like crazy when I can, but like now when I'm on vacation and if I have like a few minutes to do some kind of extra content. It is weird though because it's hard finding things to talk about on IGTV that I wouldn't want to save for a YouTube video, because normally if I'm doing like a powder foundation routine, for example, I would definitely want to upload that on YouTube. So I'm kind of trying to think of like small quick videos or things that I can like direct people to. So I think I'm gonna do one on my hair dye because that's what I always get questions about. Like small things like that I wouldn't normally do a full YouTube video on, but that might be interesting hopefully. So that's kind of how I'm gonna use it. I'm just like trying to figure it out and kind of play around with it. And I also just wanted to expand on what I meant in that video when I said like it's something that they're telling us to do now. Basically, there are certain things that you do have to kind of participate in on platforms if you want to be on Instagram's good side of the algorithm basically. And IGTV is something that they're definitely, I've heard, starting to like push more. So it was fun for me to like try something new. Definitely not doing TikTok or any of that. Like, I'm not into that, but I don't know, IGTV, I do think it's nice that it's like all in one platform. Like I said, it's never gonna replace YouTube or anything like that, but it's just extra content every now and then when I can. And it's, I don't know, it's good to try new things, you know? Cover effects, moonlit highlight, moonlight, I love this one. It's also travel size, which is very nice. And I just went in, the blush I just used is Pale from Mineral Fusion. This was from Whole Foods. So I didn't bring a highlight brush, so I'm just using this BH Cosmetics number 4 brush, but normally I wouldn't use this for highlights just because I forgot one. Can't see what I'm doing. Urban Decay Brow Blade. I always have this in my travel bag. I really like this. The only thing is it doesn't have a spoolie, so I have to use another, gotta use Joa for the spoolie. I'm almost out of this pencil though, so I kind of want to just use this one up. So I think today, since it's the last day, I'm gonna go get breakfast because I'm starving. I think I'm gonna head to a coffee shop and edit this video. I have a whole list of stuff. You know that list of crap you have just to like call banks and like medical bills and like all that adulting stuff? I have a whole list of that stuff I need to do that I wanted to get done while I'm on vacation, so I don't have to do that at home. I'm really good at being fully on vacation, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, I just have a long list of those things. My brows have not been doing well here. I don't know what I'm doing, but you know, when you just like get in that brow funk where they just look like crap, that's basically been my brows here. I've gotten so many messages about filming with Kathleen Lights while I'm here. I would have loved to do that. We actually were messaging this morning and she was like, next time you're here, let's film. And I'm like, down. Ooh, what just happened? So New York is gonna be like a little bit more work heavy just because there's one full day of like back-to-back meetings, but then the rest of it we're gonna be mostly chilling. So I'm just gonna use the Vanilla Kiss Caviar Stick by Laura Mercier. These things don't budge. Most of the shades are like shimmery. This one's kind of just like an eye primer shade, but it's nice because it literally doesn't budge. If you swatch this on your hand and then try and like wash your hand, it will stay on your hand, which is especially nice as a base, or if you are using the shimmery shades just for like an all over lid color. I've kind of just been doing like mascara and a little bit of shadow. I might want to do something a little bit warmer today, so I'm going to take my Maybelline City Mini palette. I always bring this traveling because you have cool tone shades and then a few warm ones. It's just a good like versatile travel palette. So I'm first going to use the lightest shade and just kind of like blend that all over, just set up here. It is so weird. I can't figure out the weather here because it's humid, but my hair has been so straight and so not frizzy at all. I don't understand what's happening with the weather. If someone could inform me, please let me know. By the way, normally I would set my face with the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix, but I need this to last through New York too, and I'm already like halfway through it, so I'm not gonna set my face today. But this one is, I think, glowier than the old formula. It's super glowy, which I really like, but I think they did change it a little bit. I'm gonna take a little bit of the warmer shade on that same brush and just fluff that into the crease. I don't want anything crazy today. Okay, so I think that's all I'm gonna do on the eyes. I just want to keep it really simple for eyeshadow. Just wanted to warm it up a tiny bit. Lots of sounds coming from this hotel. So I just want a thin line. I don't think I'm gonna wing it. I'm just using my Physicians Formula Eye Booster Waterproof. Then we're gonna pop on some mascara. I'm gonna start off with my Essence Lash Princess, and then I'm probably gonna layer another one on. Okay, I must have slept weird on my face because my lashes in the front are like going every possible direction right now. I'm gonna add a little bit of CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara. Yeah, lashes are going lots of different directions right now. I'm gonna add a touch of CoverGirl Lash Blast Active just for my bottom lashes. I don't want to do a lot just to like make them black, but I don't want them to be super long. I haven't tried this combo yet, but I think I'm gonna layer two. One from Milani, this is Matte Naked, and then MAC Best of Me. And Matte Naked used to be my like go-to lipstick. I'm almost out of this. This is definitely expired. I've had this for a while. But this, I remember when I moved to Seattle and I got my first internship, this is what I wore every single day. I don't quite want it that dark, so then I'm gonna lighten it with Best of Me, which is a very nude, like super nude from MAC. This gloss I've been using every day here is Patrick Ta. She's an influencer, and I feel like it just adds such a pretty touch of something. It's very shimmery, but not like gross glittery. It's really fine, but it smells amazing. It smells like mint, but it also just gives you that like, it almost looks like a bridal lip in a way. Actually, this combo could be a bridal lip combo now that I'm looking at it. All right, so here's the final makeup look for the day. This is basically what I've been doing, just very simple, glowy, natural-ish, but still got some makeup on, you know? But I hope you guys enjoyed this Miami get ready with me. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up and let me know if you want to see more of these, like as I'm traveling. I always still upload while I'm gone and everything, so everything's pre-filmed, so you guys still have 3 videos a week going up every single week, no matter what. But I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.